Patrice.
Yes.
What would be your song recommendations?
Okay. So this is a question that comes up a lot. I'm like, what would you recommend? And I do have a PDF with songs that are like lower range for like more altos or like more beginning songs. But even then, it's so hard because it's really hard for someone to just, without having worked with them, to just shoot off a bunch of recommendations because there's so many different factors that need to happen. First of all, what's the individual's vocal range? Like, where does their voice fit at that moment? Because it's not going to service them if I'm giving them some crazy Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande, whistle tone song, and they're like Toni Braxton, trying to like, you know, or there's like the Halseys or like stuff like that. Like, range is so important to understand when making recommendations. And then another huge factor, sometimes I'll have the person's recommendation, but I want to talk to them. I want to know who they are as an artist. Why is that important? If I'm giving you Celine Dion, but you're like, I don't know, you like Pink or, you know, Miley Cyrus or whatever it is out there, you're not going to like the songs that I recommend, right? And so I've done this too, where someone's like, no, Patrice, please just recommend. And I've worked with the artist and I knew their range, so I sent over a list. And in the list, I tried to like vary things up in different genres too. And next to it, like maybe like more mid-range where the person had specific, like you need to kind of know where you're at. And that's really important. So if you want to know, also like shoot us a DM, drop us a comment below. Myself, there's a couple of major coaches here who can help you. We can set up a free consultation, hear your song, hear you sing more importantly, and understand what might be best for you. I mean, that's at the end of the day what really needs to be happening. But yeah, the key factors with that should always be what's the person's range, and then like, what do they emotionally feel? So back to that story, I like sent over the list, and it was like there was perfect songs for this person's range, but they just didn't like them. And I totally get it. No one likes to be forced into singing a song, right? I didn't like it. It's why I left like studying classical singing, because I was trying to sing pop music with my classical instructor, and it just didn't go. So I learned a huge lesson from that, and it's nothing I ever project, or here at the studio we ever project on our artist. We guide them to like, hey, this could be good, you know, check, this is your range. You should know what your range is. Here's some maybe good artists. Quick Google can tell you that, like what the artist you like and maybe where they're at range-wise and so forth. So yeah, that's a really hard one to get without actually meeting and knowing the artist and having a quick understanding. And so I think even as you approach and if you're looking for people or you're getting advice, keep those things in mind, that it could be good to make sure that the person understands where your range is at and who you are as an artist, what kind of stuff you're into. Yeah, there you go. There's your recommendation. Ha!